General Hospital spoilers tease that the relationship between Willow and Drew is becoming increasingly complicated as their interactions expand, leading to mixed emotions and new tensions. Drew, with his warmth and understanding, seems to have become Willow's confidant at a time when she is facing many pressures and challenges. However, this closeness brings not only comfort, but also opens the door to a series of new issues, especially as their connection begins to cross the line of friendship. Willow, who has built a deep relationship with Michael, now finds herself in an awkward position. The developing relationship with Drew is not only confusing her, but also putting her in a state of internal conflict between two important men in her life. Drew offers the support and empathy Willow needs, but Michael is the one who has always been there for her during the most difficult times, particularly when she is fighting illness and rebuilding her family. The growing interaction between Willow and Drew is intensifying her internal struggles, forcing her to face a difficult choice. This is putting a great deal of pressure on Willow and risks hurting both Michael and Drew, as the relationship between the three is caught in a whirlpool of emotions and misunderstandings. Will Willow find a way to maintain a balance between the two relationships without hurting anyone? Or will this inner turmoil push everything into chaos? One thing is for certain: the story between Willow, Drew, and Michael will continue to bring dramatic and unpredictable developments in Port Charles. Willow is in an extreme state of stress as the custody battle over Wiley and Amelia becomes the focus of an underlying dispute. As a devoted mother, Willow always strives to ensure stability and happiness for her children, but the pressures from family and complex relationships around her are making her feel isolated and lost. The custody of Wiley and Amelia is not just a responsibility, but also a source of inspiration for Willow to stay strong. Yet it is also the main cause of growing conflicts. Drew, with his genuine care and sharp problem-solving skills, seems to be bringing a new ray of hope to Willow. He appears as a companion, providing not only emotional support, but also a strategic perspective on how to handle this difficult situation. Drew's presence offers an attractive advantage, as he helps Willow protect her rights while comforting her in the highest pressure moments. However, the story doesn't end there. Drew's involvement could further disrupt the already fragile relationship between Willow and Michael. Willow seeking help from Drew could be misunderstood by Michael, leading to new tensions within the family. Meanwhile, Nina, with her complicated relationship with Willow and Michael, could take advantage of this situation to cause more trouble. Willow now faces a tough decision. Can she leverage Drew's support to protect the custody rights of Wiley and Amelia without harming her relationship with Michael? Or will Drew's intervention inadvertently put Willow in an even more difficult situation, further widening the irreparable rifts? These developments promise to elevate Willow's story to a new level of drama and surprise, as she must find a way to balance responsibility, emotions, and the survival of her family. Michael is consumed with anger as he faces Drew's actions, especially Drew's bold decisions involving Willow. It seems the tension between the two men is escalating as Michael feels betrayed and loses control over his relationships with those he loves. Drew, with his confident demeanor and sharp approach, is taking a prominent position in Willow's life, which only heightens Michael's insecurity. The new obsession is taking over Michael's mind as he cannot understand Drew's true motivations, making everything more chaotic than ever. Michael, who has always remained calm in difficult situations, now seems unable to control his emotions. His outbursts are not only affecting the way he handles the situation, but are also fracturing the relationships around him. Michael's uncontrolled actions are putting the family in danger, as his loss of composure could lead to bad decisions with serious consequences. Willow, at the center of the conflict, faces increasing pressure from both sides as Drew and Michael both try to protect their place in her life. The story becomes even more tense as Michael, pressured by personal obsessions and external threats, must find a way to regain control before things spiral beyond his reach. Will Michael overcome these negative emotions and find a way to heal his relationship with Willow? Or will his anger trigger a chain of disasters, forever changing the lives of everyone involved? One thing is certain: The upcoming events promise to be full of drama, as Michael is forced to face his own fears and obsessions. Drew's death has been confirmed, and this event has caused an unprecedented shock to both the family and the Port Charles community. As an important character, Drew played the role of a father, a friend, and a connecting force in many complex relationships in the town. The news of his sudden death has sparked a wave of grief and chaos, completely altering the dynamics of the stories surrounding him. Willow is one of the hardest hit by this shock. She is not only grieving the loss of a trusted friend, but also facing major life changes. Drew had been the one to provide Willow with support and comfort when she was dealing with personal and family challenges. His loss leaves a gap that cannot be filled, pushing Willow into a state of emotional and mental instability. But the shock does not stop there. Drew's death has uncovered a series of hidden mysteries and conflicts. Questions about the true cause behind his death begin to surface, creating an atmosphere of doubt and tension. Willow, with her special connection to Drew, becomes the center of scrutiny and rumors. This insecurity makes her feel more isolated and vulnerable than ever. This loss is also making the relationship between Willow and Michael even more strained. Michael, who had been working to protect the family from external threats, now faces a major shock with the loss of Drew, who had been an important ally. In an attempt to cope with the pain, Michael may make unwise decisions, inadvertently pushing Willow into an even more difficult position. Willow, who has already endured immense pressure from previous events, now must find a way to balance the grief of the loss and the tension in her relationship with Michael. Meanwhile, Drew's death also raises new issues related to the custody of Wiley and Amelia. Willow, who always prioritizes the safety and happiness of the two children, now faces potential threats from those who may try to exploit the situation. With Drew no longer there to support her, Willow must take on the role of protecting the family on her own, further increasing the pressure on her. The questions surrounding Drew's death also raise significant concerns from other characters in Port Charles. Carly, with her complex relationship with Drew, cannot stay idle in this situation. She begins to take decisive actions to protect her family and uncover the truth behind Drew's death. Nina, who also has ties to Drew, becomes the center of suspicion, making things even more complicated. Will Willow overcome this shock and maintain her role as the protector of her family, or will the pressures from all sides push her to her limits? And Michael, with his strong protective instincts, what will he do to face the loss and protect his family? One thing is for sure, Drew's death is not only a personal tragedy, but also the beginning of a series of tense and surprising events, potentially changing the entire dynamic in Port Charles. Willow begins to suspect that Michael and Carly are involved in Drew's death, an event that has thrown her life into chaos and immense pressure. The suspicious actions and cryptic words from Michael and Carly have forced Willow to question their true role in this matter. It seems there is something they are trying to hide, and this makes Willow feel isolated, unsure whether she can trust the man she loves and the people who once were her family. However, a shocking twist may be waiting when new evidence surfaces, pointing to Brennan as the one behind Drew's death. Brennan, who has long been an enigmatic and dangerous figure, is now revealed to have deeper motives for eliminating Drew. The complex relationship between Brennan and the Corinthos family, as well as his schemes, now become the focus of suspicion, making everything more serious than ever. If Brennan is indeed responsible, this will not only be a huge shock for Willow, but also trigger a series of conflicts between the characters. Willow will feel caught in an uncontrollable spiral, as her trust in Michael and Carly has been shaken. But at the same time, the truth about Brennan will take things further. Carly, with her strong protective instincts, may confront Brennan directly to protect her loved ones. Michael, meanwhile, will have to prove his innocence to Willow and find a way to keep the family intact during this challenging situation. However, the fact that Brennan may be involved in Drew's death will not only be a personal shock, but also threaten to destabilize the entire dynamic in Port Charles. If Brennan is acting due to a larger conspiracy, this could push everything into a deeper crisis. with secrets and plans being exposed step by step. Will Willow overcome the confusion and uncover the truth about Drew's death? And if Brennan is truly the mastermind, will he face justice, or will he continue to escape punishment to pursue his dangerous plans? One thing is for sure, the truth waiting to be revealed will not only be shocking, but will push every character into unexpected challenges.